brighter day, so let's start giving. The choice we make, we're saving all our issue. We make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are Biafrans. We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. Each show will make a better day, just you and me. Don't be so the smart as a puppy, as I take my time and sing reality. We don't struggle, they hustle, they muscle. Why some people they cannot ever move? All we need is a great nation, which is Biafra in our world today. All we need is to be free, freedom to enjoy our nationality. Waiting I see, now so me I used to talk them. Share as I talk them, now so you go understand them. Chibuwabiama is my backbone forever. If you like it, make it there, just smoke marijuana. We are Biafrans. We are the one make a brighter day.
I'm gonna tell you my story now, and that taproom at Port Harcourt, you know. I got a city, a lovely place. Don't regret I'm to Johannesburg. I haven't got plenty money on me, but I was stranded in Port Harcourt, you know. If I happen to enter in a pop house about 20 girls around me, they say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful voice. Please sing of a song, on the song can do. Please sing of a song, on the song can do. I took too many honeys and that's not what I'm looking for. I took too many lips and that's not what I'm looking for. All I want is not for plenty of money. For my family, I'm not here for a pleasure trip. I'm only here for a business trip. My story now and that happened at Port Harcourt, you know. A garden city, I love the place. Don't recall like to Johannesburg. If I happen to enter in a pub house, about 20 girls around me, say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful voice. Please sing of a song, only the song can do, my love. Please sing of a song, only the song can do. Too many honeys and that's not what I'm looking for. I get too many lips and that's not what I'm looking for. All I want is not for plenty of money. For my family, I'm not here for a pleasure trip. I'm only here for a business trip.
The following are some of the songs composed by late Sir F.C. Nwoba during the Nigerian Biafran War from 1967 to 1970.
Good evening, great Biafrans, wonderful people and beautiful people. I welcome you this evening once again. It is Biafra Radio, and of course, we are live. We are direct. Elohim is in control. Permit me to welcome you this evening. My name is Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha, and of course, this night it is late night with Barrister Onuoha on Biafra Radio. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, I need to inform you that this is Biafra Radio, and it is a place where we preach the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And for those who don't know how to listen to Biafra Radio, it's very simple, because we saturate the whole of the social media platform. You can go to Facebook. We are on every platform, I tell you. We are on Biafra Radio Facebook homepage. If you can go there and follow us on Biafra Radio homepage on Facebook. You can also go to YouTube, Biafra Radio, as well as Twitter. We are there. We are everywhere. And of course, you need to go to Google Play Store and download the Biafra Radio app. It is the best app so far, I tell you. Have you ever seen an app that does not fluctuate, an app that does not push you around, cut off, on and off? That is Biafra Radio app. Try it, you will not regret. And I tell you, we don't gossip on this platform. Whatever we tell you here, take it to the bank. It will cash. It will not bounce, because this is what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instituted, Biafra Radio. And I can tell you this, the whole legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is all about the truth. For those of you who are familiar with our leader, you will hear this famous word, Eziokwu Chineke. And this is where we are this evening, preaching this gospel according to the restoration of Biafra. And once again, it is a good evening from here in Johannesburg. Wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice, it does not matter where you are. Are you in the UK? Are you in Germany? Are you in the United States? Are you in Asia? Are you in Africa? Are you in Australia? Everywhere you are, because we are everywhere pushing this gospel according to the restoration of Biafra. Anyadiga Kono. We tell you just the way it is, and all you can do is to go and confirm. If you are in doubt, go and confirm. Before Gebide Kono, go and confirm. That is what a wise man does. You do your own preliminary investigation. If you are satisfied, then there is no need to fight. There is no need for you to start fighting before you have already investigated. Blue. All you need to do is to go and check. Is it indeed blue? If it is blue, there is no need to fight. But if you did not investigate and you begin to fight, what does that make you? I will leave it for you to analyze that. All right, we must continue. It is late night with Barrister Onuoha on Biafra Radio. What is late night all about? Late night is when Biafrans all around the world has gone home. Everybody seated at their home. You've had your dinner, you are sitting resting, and then you tune into Biafra Radio. We begin to update you with news and information, analysis. Because there is no better university than Biafra Radio. We tell you the way it is. We are experts in our own rights. Last time I talked about legal matters. And of course, when it comes to the field that you are expert on, I will sit down and listen. In court, there is what we call expert witness. Expert witness is like a doctor who comes to court to testify on things regarding to human body. You cannot fault that. And that is exactly the same thing we do here on Biafra Radio. Permit me to welcome you once again. If you are only joining us right now, grab your phone, grab your radio wherever you are. Go to the Google Play Store, download Biafra Radio on your phone. It's that simple, and you begin to listen. It is Biafra Radio.
Live on air, on radio, on web, the Biafra Radio. Download the Biafra Radio today on Google Play Store and join the broadcast. The Biafra Radio, we preach the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Trust me when I tell you we preach the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Once again, it is a good evening. And of course, my name's Barrister Onuoha, bringing you the good news of the restoration of Biafra. And it is late night with Barrister Onuoha. And this is how we are coming out.
That's catcha. Okay, go plot your look once. Igrigo, we woman and the book on the bataille. Okay, you sit in the west of Valley Mode. Igrigo, but I know Kinu one, Mano, Abala 11, put a web put up. But I know Kip was Mano, Papa to love and Papa to love. When the mob is up again and I feel like Atupala normally, my pocket Pamara, Atupala no fake Sivano, Fegalivano, Fenis in Ofia. Moonlight, because you want to danda silio, danda silio, Diluluni Punema, Orano, Wakamo, Diluluni Punamo, Orano, Wakamo, when I put up Pulokoi,
All right, welcome back once again. Of course, it is how we are coming out this evening. And for those of you who are asking me what day it is today, of course, it is a Thursday, and it is the 3rd day of August. 2023, the year of our Lord, and we are live, we are direct. It is Biafra Radio. This is where we are preaching the good news of the restoration of Biafra. And of course, like I told you, what we do here is we update Biafrans, because that is the most important thing in the media. If you are in the media platform, if you are a social media person, your priority, your job will be to update our people, because this is the reason why somebody will, tune into a radio. This is the reason why somebody will join a broadcast on a platform to listen, to know what is happening around them. And when you leave all this important aspect and begin to yap and begin to talk on issues that does not benefit our people, then something is absolutely missing. And this is why we have decided that here on Biafra Radio, we only preach the good news. We only speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It doesn't matter how you look at it or what you think or how you try to turn it around anyhow. The truth must be preached. All right, welcome once again. And of course, without wasting time, we need to go straight to it. I need to go to news headline. But before I do that, I want to talk a bit on something very, very important. And I will appreciate if Biafrans will listen and lend me their ears. I've been getting messages from a lot of people asking me, what is happening? Your Facebook page is buzzing. Your Facebook group page is buzzing. People are abusing you. People are sending you a lot of messages. What is happening? Don't you want to respond? I say to them, you see, that platform you see is my platform. It is my Facebook page. If I accept you as a friend on my Facebook page, you have to behave. But if you refuse to behave, the only thing I can do is to block you off. It's as simple as that. I, Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha, I have gone past the level of responding to things that does not benefit me, the things that does not benefit the cause that we are in, which is the restoration of Biafra. I don't have time. And if you can go to my timeline, I have not responded to anybody that is talking rubbish. Because one thing is sure, everybody is entitled to their opinion. And in case you don't know, what we are fighting, the reason why we want to leave the zoo called Nigeria, is because we want to restore the dignity of our people. We want to restore the freedom of expression. We want Biafran people to have the ability to express themselves, to speak. But there is something you need to understand. With every right in the Constitution comes with it an obligation. With every right that you enjoy as a citizen, it brings with it an obligation. In case you don't know, I'll talk about South Africa because this is where I am. In the Constitution of South Africa, they have what you call Bill of Rights. It is the Chapter 2 of South African Constitution. The Bill of Rights gives you every right you need as a citizen. It gives you freedom of expression, freedom of association, freedom of everything, freedom of speech. They are all in the Bill of Rights. Then there is Section 36 of South African Constitution. It is called the chapter that limits all rights. Section 36 of South African Constitution. It is the chapter that limits all rights. Remember, you have rights in the Bill of Rights, but there is a limitation to every right you have. And when you begin to abuse those rights, Section 36 will kick in. For the fact that you have a right to express yourself, it does not give you the right to begin to insult one another. It does not give you the right to speak vain. If you want to talk constructively, argue constructively. There is nothing wrong with constructive arguments. Because you see, in this life we are in, everybody is not perfect. And we are open at any time to learn from one another. But when you begin to abuse each other, when you begin to box above your limits, then of course that right must be limited. And how do I limit your right? On my Facebook page, I block you off. It's as simple as that. I'm a busy man. I don't have time to come and sit and begin to check who said what. Let me respond. I don't do that. I'm a legal person. I am a lawyer, for goodness sake. And I know what I should and I shouldn't do. And because you are actually saying things on my platform does not stop me from preaching the good news. When I see the truth, I must speak the truth. My father said one thing to me. He said, "Okenye no n'ụlọ, ana egwu ana n'akụkụ window ya ọgba nkịtị. Okenye ahụ ọmama egwucha ala ahụ, anwụrụ ya bụ okenye tinye n'ime ana. That is why ị na-egwu ana n'akụkụ window okenye. Okenye wepụta isi na window jụọ, onye na-eme ihe ahụ? Because it might be him that you're digging the grave for. And this is why, as Biafrans, just as our leader taught us, we don't keep quiet when we see evil. We scream at the top of our voice. Whether it changes anything or it does not change anything, the bottom line is that we have spoken about it. We have called evil by its name. And that's what makes you a Biafran. And I'm talking through Biafran. So I want us to get one thing correct. I spoke about Aloy Ejimako. I posted numerous write-up of Aloy Ejimako on my Facebook page. Now let me ask you something. At the end of the day, wasn't Aloy Ejimako vindicated? So all those things I said about Aloy Ejimako, at the end of the day, wasn't they true? Didn't Aloy Ejimako went to DSS headquarters to see our leader? That is facts. It is not in dispute. When he went there, didn't he spoke to our leader? That is a fact. It is not in dispute. Didn't our leader wrote a letter? That is a fact. It was not in dispute. Because at the end of the day, Elu Agbala Kebe, Ala Agba Kebe na Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave the order that sit at home should be stopped. I just thought I should clear this. And I, Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha, I will not stop. Irrespective of who is saying what. It is your opinion. And you are entitled to it. Trust me. You are welcome to say what you want to say. You can swear. We got boy from here to Kaduna. You got boy from here to Owerri. It is your right. But I don't give a bloody damn. I will continue to do what is right before God and man and humanity. I will continue to preach the good news. I will continue to call evil by its name. I don't care. Because clear conscience fears no accusation. And I'm not going to reduce myself to a level of responding to people. I will not do that. Trust me when I tell you, you don't know me better. Because if you know me, you know that I'm a busy man. I don't have time to respond to rubbish. Because you can talk. Trust me, it's your right. Even as I'm broadcasting now, you can talk. You are allowed to. This is what we are fighting for. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. You are allowed to express yourself. You are allowed to say your mind. You are allowed to say whatever you want to say. It is your freedom. Because if we are not going to allow you to say what you want to say, insult Ikechukwu Onuoha, insult whoever you want to insult, well, we might as well stay back in the zoo called Nigeria. So, go ahead, enjoy your freedom of Ikweri. It is welcome as well. All right, we must continue. Radio, of course, Biafra Radio is where we worship Elohim, and it is where we preach the good news. And I'm going to go straight right now to bring you updates so that you will know what is happening around you. And I will advise you to pay attention, to listen, and listen very carefully, and listen real good in order for you to understand what is happening and what time it is. All right, so let's see what we have for you this evening. I beg your indulgence. I am trying to open up this news, and of course, it is not happening. But of course, as we are trying to dig into the news, we will take a quick break. And of course, when we return, we will go back straight into the news. Don't go away. We will be back. It is Biafra Radio. All right, welcome back. Of course, it is Biafra Radio, and we are live here. We are direct, preaching the gospel according to the restoration of the kingdom of Chukwu on this planet they call Earth, and that kingdom is the kingdom of Biafra. Let's go straight, of course, to tonight's newspapers review to see what we have for you, and of course to enlighten, and of course to make you aware of what is happening on your, rather at your environment, wherever you may find yourself, especially those in Biafra land. And let's go straight to it. Now I have here with me Vanguard News. Sit at home enforcers killed 250 people in 2 years. Ohaneze. Vanguard News. Sit at home enforcers killed 250 people in 2 years. Now, I want you to see this, or rather listen to this. This has nothing to do with IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's as simple as that. For starters, not on our name. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not give any order concerning sit at home. We never authorized sit at home. IPOB is not part of sit at home. If 200 people were killed in 2 years, as they are alleging, of course, Ohaneze alleging that, it is definitely not on IPOB's name watch. So whoever wants to do sit at home, whoever wants to enforce sit at home, they must do it on their name. They must do it on their name. Not on the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not on the name of IPOB, for we are not part and parcel of sit at home. So, the news goes as follows. The Apes Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, yesterday ruled the impact of sit at home in the Southeast, saying that over 250 people have been killed through the enforcement of the order since August 2021. I am not sure how they got their figure, but that is what Vanguard News is saying. Our job is to tell you what the news are saying, or rather what the newspapers are saying. Then it's up to you, of course, to make your own conclusion. President General of the Apes Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization, Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, said that Ndi Igbo would not allow the continuation of such illegal orders, which have subjected residents of the region to untold hardship and loss of life and property. Now, let's get this straight. We have done sit at home. I'm talking here right now, IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have done sit at home as far back as 2013, 2014, 2015. And there is nothing wrong with sit at home. But sit at home must be done accordingly. It must be done non-violence. Sit at home must be done with a just cause, with a reason. When IPOB embarks on sit at home, we do it to the best of our ability, and of course, we do it non-violence. We don't kill our own people. We sit at home, we eat ofobolo, ofokaji. This is how we do our own sit at home. And our people obey the sit at home willingly. Our people obey the sit at home willingly. We don't force our people. It is a choice. And of course, they do follow the instruction of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know the reason why we are doing sit at home. You cannot do sit at home for 1 week, 2 weeks. Where does people get money to sustain themselves? Where do people get money to live? Then you don't want the freedom of our people. You claim you want our people to be free, but you are busy killing them economically, killing them financially and otherwise, socially, and of course, emboldening criminal elements to go out there and begin to kill innocent people in the name of sit at home. And this evening I'm saying, not on our name, not on the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are not part and parcel of it. If IPOB wants to do sit at home tomorrow, we will announce it and we will do it the way it should be done. Sit at home is a civil disobedience. People sit at home. Nobody goes on the street with a gun and machete looking for whom to kill in the name of enforcing sit at home. You don't enforce sit at home. Sit at home is a test to show the world that your people are ready to go, to show the world that your people are united in something, not when you force them, out of paranoia, out of intimidation. People go and sit at home and then you say you are doing sit at home. That is absolutely rubbish. It is not on the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We continue. Iwanya will say that Ohaneze once again condemns the incessant call for sit at home in the southeast. And they mention by Simon Ekpa, it is indeed disheartening that the people of the region are being subjected to hardship by this development. Thank God he didn't call the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't call the name of IPOB. He called the Cuprites. He called the person who is involved. Like I said, if this man they call Simon Ekpa is doing this sit at home on his name, we will not get involved. It is his problem. It is his own dealings. We don't care. But as long as he is using the hallowed name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to intertwine it into his criminal activity, we are going to, of course, object it. We are going to condemn it to the highest level as much as we can, because we will not allow the name of this hallowed family, the name of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to be drawn into criminality, not on our name. I continue. Unfortunately, several non-state actors, in an attempt to enforce the order, have unleashed mayhem on the people. As a result, many have been killed, maimed, and properties worth millions of naira destroyed. In addition, the sit-at-home orders has been instilling fear into residents, making it difficult for them to come out and transact their lawful business. The Southeast is known for micro, small, and medium-scale enterprise, indigenous manufacturing, fabrication, and agro-allied industries. To this end, several authorities have put the losses encountered by the people into trillions of naira on each seat at home. Unbelievable. All right, let me continue, because there are parts of this thing that I want us to really listen to. However, an Igbo youth group yesterday asked the Senate to match words with action about ensuring that the federal government acts on the issue of the Finland base of Simon Ekpa, the self-acclaimed, now you listen to this, the self-acclaimed discipline of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you see, they call him the self-acclaimed, because even the people, our people knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not even part of this whole shenanigan called sit at home. And of course, this is why we are saying that whoever wants to continue with this sit at home should go ahead, but definitely not on our name. All right. I'm looking for something here and I want to, there we go. I'm looking for something here. There we go. Now, this is Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, of course, the head of Ohaneze Ndibo. He said, Ekpa has finally been exposed. Are you listening to this? This is not me saying this. And it's definitely not IPOB saying this. This is now our people, because our people are waking up. Our people are now realizing the truth, even though they know all along that this criminal in Finland is actually acting not in the interest of our people, but on his personal interest and his pocket. And he goes ahead and said, Ekpa has finally been exposed as an agent of destabilization in Igbo land. His rejection of Kanu's directive to end all some forms of sit at home is a clear indication that he is an enemy of Ndibo. Now, do you understand this? The name of our leader has been separated from the name of this guy. Our people now knows that our leader has written, of course, condemning the so-called sit at home and the rejection of Simon Ekpa to follow this order and to follow this instruction. Is an indictment to him and him alone. And of course, the name, hallowed name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB has been exonerated from this whole thing, as well as the name of Barrister Aloy Ejimako, a messenger that they wanted to kill for delivering a message. Unbelievable. In a handwriting letter which has gone viral, Kanu told Ekpa that the sit at home is doing more harm than good. However, Ekpa has declared that he will not take such an order, noting that he would only back down if the detained IPOB leader meet with him in Finland. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that Ekpa is ready to take action that would keep Kanu prepared. Okay. Oku said, that's not our leader. Oku said that, now listen to this. Oku said that Simon Ekpa is ready to take actions that would keep Kanu perpetually behind bars so that he can continue the business of his empire he is running in the name of Biafra. Expose. All right, so this is the news from Vanguard, of course, depicting what we call the shenanigan, and of course, the sit at home, which is unacceptable to IPOB as well as our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We continue. Now, let's talk more on the newspaper review and see what we have. Let's go to Punch newspaper and see what Punch newspaper is talking. Military yet to receive order to commence operation in Niger. Now, you see, as we are talking about Biafra and the restoration of Biafra, we also need to expand and talk about Africa because we are not in isolation. We have neighbors, all these African neighbors, of course, some of them we will do business with in the future when Biafra comes. So we also need to know what is happening in the neighboring African countries as well. As you all know, there was a coup that happened a few days ago in Niger Republic. And now Punch newspaper is saying that military, and he is referring to Nigerian military, is yet to receive order to commence operation. Unbelievable. Why would Nigeria even think or rather conceive about going to Niger, to invade Niger? That would be the worst mistake the zoo will ever try. Now, let's see what the news is saying in details. The military high command on Thursday said it had yet to get directive to begin operation. This is very funny. The zoo army has not fought any war before. They have never engaged in a real combat. The only fight and the only combat the zoo army have engaged is killing Biafrans, is killing helpless women, is killing helpless children. That is all they know how to do. And now they are talking tough of invading Niger. Well, we will see how that will go. But one thing the zoo does not know is that Russia is backing Niger. Putin is backing Niger. There was a video that is going viral where this new leader of Niger Republic, the military leader, he went to meet with Putin. It's a live video. It's not even a story on the newspaper. We saw him shaking Putin's hand. And this, you think that if Nigeria goes and attack Niger, Russia will keep quiet. China will also keep quiet. I want to see the zoo try. I want to see the zoo army try going to invade Niger. They will come back with their tails behind their legs. Unbelievable. All right, let me leave this. And of course, the news goes ahead to say that the Economic Community for West African States had on Sunday imposed several sanctions on the military junta in the country and also issued a 7-day ultimatum to return power to a democratic elected government. The ECOWAS threatens to commence military operation in the country should the junta ignore the ultimatum. This will be the greatest mistake ECOWAS will ever undertake, to attack or invade Niger. Trust me when I tell you, Niger has the backing of Russia and China. Niger have the backing of Russia and China. You see, what our people don't understand is that these coups you see that is happening in African states, it is orchestrated by these two main countries that I've just named. And their intention is to kick out the Western world from Africa. As you know already, Niger has rejected France. They have burned down the embassy of France in Niger Republic. And of course, Mali also have rejected France. They have changed their language. They don't speak French anymore. So the hand of Russia and China is all over it. And I don't think they will sit back and watch ECOWAS invade Niger. That would be a greatest mistake. All right. we continue. I think I will pause here and I will take a quick break. When I return, there is a news or information rather I want to bring to you. Very, very important. But let me take a quick break first and I'll be back after this. Please don't go away. Stay tuned on Late Night with Barrister Onuoha.
Wela balanya we walo. We jeziaga. We meliaga. We sabochiaga. Na naki kwanya lozari. Osu subisi. Yadi kawana na. Osu subisi. Achoba mwana. Yebwadi keno guno. Yedwa no kwesi. Amachodi kekobia. Amachodi kekobia. Yemaki kwa wezabo chaya. Wodo never yet got you. Well, who's that of what was it? Cosebana la lola. Who can we make it go? Who can go yaka? Where you have a look, even part away the young man. Yamaki go away, where Joby go gamma, where Joby go gamma. Mboji kuzi nyamaka, abona mwana, abona mwana. Ebu kanya nemadilina, makimata magena maya nao, makimata njana gena njoyi. Iba dema wado necho nyemelea, kedi njoba rono necho nyemelea. Wenya metale, obone lochiya. Wanya zuzu kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya believe kwa mwana ikibulasa. Wanya zuzu kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya believe kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya zuzu kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya believe kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya zuzu kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya believe kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya zuzu kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya believe kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya zuzu kwa mwana ikichibaho. Wanya believe kwa mwana ikichibaho.
All right, we must continue. Of course, because of time. If you allow me, I will continue playing the song. I love the song a lot. Onye Zuzu, and of course, this is what we are facing in our struggle today. Brother going after brother. Unbelievable. But of course, it is one of those things. And those who are the faithfuls know themselves. You know, sometimes I laugh at people on what they said. And when people do some stuff, I learn from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know what our leader went through? Our leader was spit upon, women urinated on him, all in the name of Biafra. So what exactly can you do to Mazi Ikechukwu Onuoha that will really make me feel bad and then withdraw from the restoration effort because you said something? Unbelievable. I'm not gonna do that. And one thing you don't know, each and every one of us in this struggle, we have our own personal relationship with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know how we relate to our leader. But my relationship with Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is special. It's special in the way that I was so fortunate to have seen him in person, that I was so fortunate to have met him, that I was so fortunate that I have sat with him, talked with him, shared ideas with him, that I'm so fortunate that he laid hands on me, that he prayed for me. And you think by a slight of imagination that I will turn around and stab Mazi Nnamdi Kanu behind his back. You are dreaming, and I say dream on. You see, you are welcome to think what you think. But between me and you, the way I know our leader, it helped me so much even at this particular time. If I don't know our leader the way I know him, trust me, I will probably be confused by now, not knowing what to do, whether I should go to my left or right. But because I know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I can tell you exactly what our leader will say when he comes out, that is knowing somebody. Because when you interact with an intelligent man, when you interact with a wise man like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, You cannot not learn something from him. All right, we continue. And of course, this evening, it is late night with Barrister Onuoha here on Biafra Radio. And helping me at the back end, of course, I will call him my engineer and my producer this evening, Mazi George Ume. Thank you very much, Mazi George. Of course, I've known Mazi George Ume, not today. We've been doing this for over years. Since 2016, I started broadcasting. George Ume was there as well. We talk, we interact. At a point, I will begin to force him, say, Mazi, why don't you come on air? Why don't you start talking on radio and stuff? He told me it is not yet time. And when it is time, George Ume came out. And of course, you can see all you need to know from Mazi George Ume. All right, we continue because there are people who are called for this gospel. We talk about the 100 men, and we are working so tirelessly. We are working, doing the best we can to be counted among the 100 men. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they are. Of course, everybody believes and think that they are among the 100 men, but time will tell. I cannot wait for the return of the Master. I cannot wait for Moses to come down from the mountain. I cannot wait for Moses, who went to bring the 10 Commandments from the mountain. And when he came down, he saw that Israel has soiled their garment. Moses was so upset that he broke the 10 Commandments. Israel's were slaughtered. Thousands of Israelites were slaughtered because of the anger, because they have angered Chukwu Kikabiama, because of what they do. I knew when I joined IPOB, trust me when I tell you, when the word on Ruben Nawal also was real, as told to us by our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when you go to an IPOB member's family, you sleep there overnight. When you travel to Cape Town, when you travel to Free State, you sleep in the house of an IPOB member. You are so relaxed because you sleep very well, knowing that nothing will happen. But those has become history. No IPOB member will ever go to an IPOB member at the moment and sleep comfortably because we have lost the trust. It is no longer on Ruben Nabaloso. Because evil have infiltrated what we are doing. Men of evil mind, men of evil conscience have entered into what we are doing. They have other ulterior motive, ulterior agenda. They are ready to kill every one of them. They are ready to kill their own. They can never go after the enemies. They go after their own. Or go Luzi. We have left our enemies. We are no longer focused. We don't even know who is our enemies. We don't even know who we are fighting. All we do is to run after your own, thinking that Nibu one negi, Iburo Kaka, Ibuleze, Onye Nzuzu one negi, Kecheba. Mad people everywhere. Our people are lame. Our people are docile. This is the reason why we lost the 1979-71 Biafran War. This is why we are subjugated and marginalized by the Fulanis because of our evil-mindedness. This is why we are still suffering today in the zoo. This is why an Igbo man cannot even rule Nigeria, because of our dirty mind. Our leader spoke about the 4 cardinal diseases of an Igbo man: greed, envy, jealousy, and hate. Ndị Igbo mere na onwe na-ebere. Ụmụ Biafra mere na onwe na-ebere. Ka ekpere rụọ ọrụ n'isi unu. This is unbelievable. This is not the IPOB Mazen Nnamdi Kanu founded. If IPOB was like this, none of you will enter. If IPOB was like this, none of us would have entered. We entered IPOB because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu set a precedent. We entered IPOB because I've never in our history seen our people so united like this before. But this day, my goodness me, because our mind is so dirty and evil that we are ready to kill one of our own. But when we see the enemies, When we see the enemies, we cannot even fight off the enemies in our land. And I want to Facebook. God punish you. Sabo, idiot. I know here. How many Fulani have you sworn at? Not even one. Cowards everywhere. We continue. And of course, I want to talk about something. Mazi, Ume, if you can hear me, please put up the poster so that I can talk about this lunatic that is using the hallowed and sacrosanct name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to generate fund for his selfish reason. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in jail suffering. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in incarceration suffering, and people are going about using the name of our leader, using the hallowed name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, looking for money. Just look at it. Look at what I've posted up here. They take the picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they put it in every evil thing they are doing, ESN/whatever. Can you believe this rubbish? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no clue of this nonsense. He never authorized it. People are now using IPOB to make money. They are now using IPOB to raise money. For the past 2 years, our leader has been incarcerated. All you see is flyers flying everywhere with the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know if they don't put the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody will bring a cent. Nobody will listen to them. So put the poster, or rather the picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in all your evil doing. Stop using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for all this rubbish. Stop using the hallowed name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for all your criminality, Simon Ekpa and your cohorts. Stop using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody who loves our leader must pray for our leader, because his freedom is more important. They've been collecting money, this evil man. They've been collecting money every time. Zoom meeting, Zoom donation, fundraising. Where does the money go? Where does the money go? Have they used those money they raised to pay for the lawyers of our leader? They've never paid for the legal representative of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with all this money they're collecting. They tell you ESN. Which is ESN? The only thing they have are those hit men they have in Biafra land. Men who kill for them. Men who goes to the street and kill our people in the name of sit at home. I've read to you what Emmanuel Iwanyanwu said here, that almost 250 people has been killed over 2 years ago in the name of sit at home. They raise fund and they swell their bank accounts on the sweat of our people. And our message is simple this evening. Stop using the name of MNK for your criminality, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has already told you to stop doing anything on his name. Simon, you did not believe that our leader wrote a letter ordering you to stop sit at home, but you are still bold enough to take his picture. You have no shame. You take his picture, you put on your rubbish, on your criminality. You are raising fund. Fund for who? Fund for who? People have no conscience, and our people need to wake up to this reality that they are being taken for a ride. I don't know why our people will not see this common truth. I don't know why our people will not see through this criminal. Every time fundraising, and you keep donating. And yet that money has not been used for anything beneficiary to our people. Our people are dying in Biafra land. Hunger is everywhere in Biafra land. Widows are everywhere in Biafra land. Many men who have fallen because of this gospel. People who have been killed because of this restoration effort. They left their family behind. They left their widows behind. Nobody has taken this so-called fundraising money to take care of them. They will come and write in bold letters, ESN fundraising. Unbelievable. And people will buy it and take money and go and give. Maybe you people have so much money to give away. Honestly. Because I don't know about people cannot reason for once. What happened these few days ago would have been an eye-opener. Our leader told Simon Ekpa to stop the sit at home, and he defied the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said it openly that he is not going to do that. And he has the audacity to say that Mazi Nnamdi will come and see him in Finland. Unbelievable. And yet, this guy has the guts to take the picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and put on a flyer, on a poster, asking people to donate money. And people will still go and donate money. I'm telling you the truth. But in a nutshell, like I told you, this is Biafra Radio. And what we do here is to speak the truth. I ain't going to buy the truth. We don't hide. We don't hide words. It is the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that his name should not be used for any criminality, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hates criminality. All right, we continue. I think the message is clear, and we have spoken it. And of course, it is left for you to do something about it. All right, let's continue with the news analysis. And of course, before we bring this program to an end, let's go to Punch newspaper and see what Punch newspaper has to say. Excuse me, let me have some water. There we go. All right. We're still on the matter of Niger Republic. As I have told you, there was a coup that happened in Niger Republic. And of course, for those of you who don't know, we know exactly what is going on. I think it is over for the Western world in some of those African countries, because they don't want these French colonial masters anymore. Now they are bringing in Russia and China to take over. But you see, one thing I know I can say about this is this. In as much as they are saying that they don't want French, they are going from one colonial master to another. And people keep on saying Africa will be free, Africa will be free. Africa will not be free. No, Africa will not be free. Because when you leave France and you move on to Russia and China, are you free? Definitely not. Because those people are not doing anything for free. At the end of the day, they still have to get something in return. The only difference is maybe this time around, if France is taking everything, or let's say France is taking 90% of the natural resources in Niger and Mali, maybe Russia and China will take 50%. And then are you free? But of course, it is what it is. We continue. Nigeria cuts power supply. ECOWAS vows to confront junta. Power supply from Nigeria to the Republic of Niger. Do you believe this? Nigeria is struggling to, produce electricity to the populace of that country. But they are giving power to Niger, Benin Republic, and some other African country. And this country that Nigerian government is giving electricity to, I beg your pardon, their light is always consistent. Their light is always on. I can tell you that. And that is zoo for you. So power supply from Nigeria to the Republic of Niger was stopped on Wednesday as sanctions against the neighboring country by the Economic Community of West African States increases. On Sunday, ECOWAS, led by Nigerian President Bola Tinubu, decided on sanctions against the military personnel in Niger who toppled President-elect Mohamed Bazoum last week. On July the 26th, officers of the Presidential Guard arrested Bazoum and declared him deposed, in addition to a one-week ultimatum to restore constitutional order and the suspension of financial transactions with Niger. ECOWAS decrees the freezing of all service transactions, including energy transactions. You see, the thing is, they are not doing this thing because they love Niger and their people. These African countries, or rather ECOWAS, leaders, they are afraid that very soon it will be their turn. They are afraid that their own country, their own military is going to overthrow them also. This is their fear. It's not because they really, really love Niger and their people. No, not at all. They're actually afraid of what is their position going forward. We continue. I think we're almost getting to the end of this news. All right, let's look at this Punch newspaper. All right, let me leave this news because it does not make sense here. It does not make sense. I will continue and read things that really affect us. Guardian News talks about IPOB debunks rumored order for 1 week sit at home. I think we have spoken extensively about sit at home, that IPOB and of course Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are not part of this sit at home. So anybody who is talking about sit at home, of course, they are doing so on their own accord. It has nothing to do with IPOB. It has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And of course, that is why we are saying anybody who is going about printing flyers, printing posters, asking our people to donate money in the name of ESN, these are criminals. And of course, using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to go and ask people for money, you can go ahead and do that. But don't use the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Don't use his name. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not by any means used for any criminality, because he is not even aware of what you are doing. And this money that they are gathering does not go into what they say they're going to use it for. For starters, these are not even IPOB members. And why should they be using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to raise fund at all times? So we do not approve of that. We say it is not going to happen. All right. We will take a quick break, please. And of course, we will be back after this. Don't go away.
It's dancing time. Onyomi na-ejeje obodo Igbo, onye si na-akpọ ihe ọbịa ịyala anyị. Mami jebe biko lotekwa anyị na-ejeghị ịnata ka ikudo anyị. Akwụ ụmụnwa n'ebe losiri nọ n'ebe mbosi na-ejezi eje. William Emeka nwa mamala si mkwili ya. Yakene getibe wiku muwanu kapa. Kwa mbosi kosilije. Mwa mambala ndeze ne balanye. Onye nweli nwekwalito, onye juzili julito. One dejo na kwako. One de, ona po, ona so. Osile kule. Onyomi na-ejeje bịa obodo Igbo, onye si na-akpọ ya ọbịaba obodo Igbo. William Emeka nwa mambala si mụtara ulekwu ịgaba. Kwa mbosi kosili ije ulekwu idekene ụmụ wafulu n'ụka fakolo. Liverpool kani position wetebe onedede batasi eluze no debe Manchester Birmingham, William Mekamo Mambalande Nidima. Oh, no man need you so. If you like here, William Emeka Mwamambala Simo. Oh, no man, they live a life in it. Onede, Onapa. Oh, Sile Bule.
All right, welcome back once again. It is Biafra Radio, and of course, we are live, we are direct this evening. It is the 3rd day of August 2023, the year of our Lord Chukwu Kikabiama, Elohim Onye Prome Ihenile. And of course, we will end our newspaper review and update with this last news. And of course, this news is coming from let me see what newspaper is this. It is tribuneonline.com, and it is talking. I'm just going to give you the headline. Ejimako still Kano Special Counsel, IPOB family. And of course, this news is coming from the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kano. And of course, the Kano's family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kano says Barrister Aloy Ejimako still remain the lawyer representing Mazi Nnamdi Kano and the IPOB. Kano's senior brother, Prince Kensele Kano Ntakano, had in a press release, of course, issued on Wednesday, said he said it late yesterday, and of course, the attention of Mazi Nnamdi Kano family was drawn to the publication in a few newspaper stating that IPOB has sacked Barrister Aloy Ejimako, and of course, he comes out to debunk the saying that that is not correct. He said that this publication is based on a press statement, of course, which was released yesterday. And then, of course, he is saying that it's not true that Barrister Lawyer Ejimako still remain, of course, the special counsel to IPOB family. All right, we continue, and of course, we are almost coming to the end of today's program, and it is late night with Barrister Onuoha. And you know that here on Biafra Radio, what we speak here is the truth and nothing but the truth, without taking away your freedom of expression. And of course, it is up to you what you do with this freedom. And like I said, we don't respond to nonsense. We don't respond to garbage. You are free to speak your mind because it is a fundamental human right that Chukwu Kikabiam has given to all of us, and nobody can take that away from us. That I can tell you for sure. But like I said, with every right in the Constitution comes with it an obligation. So if you have a right, of course, you need to understand that that right you have is limited, because in every constitution as well, there is what we call limitation of rights, and that is indeed the truth. All right, so this is where I will leave it. I want to thank my brother Georgie Ume, of course, who actually is helping me here at the back end. Here on Biafra Radio, this is how we roll. When one is broadcasting, the other person, of course, is taking care of business at the back end, ensuring that everything is seamless, that there is no interruption. If there is any interruption whatsoever, he will indeed sort it out. This is how we roll. And of course, what we do is to ensure that Biafra is restored, that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, regains his freedom, which is already overdue. We don't have time for quarrel. We don't have time for fight. We don't have time for gossips. We don't have time, of course, for our attention to be diverted from the real issue, from the real matter. And what is the real issue? The freedom of our people, the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from incarceration. That should be our paramount goal. That should be the most important thing that we should be talking about. You see, some people come to distract us because they don't want our leader to regain his freedom. Some people keep distracting us, talking about venting, thinking that we are going to join, into it and begin to talk something that does not benefit us. But no. Like I said, the most important thing here is the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as well as the freedom of Biafran people. That should be paramount, in everybody's mind. If you feel that you are right about something and the other person is wrong, remember, two wrong cannot make it right. Rather, hold it tight. Our leader is coming out. And when Mazi Nnamdi comes out, all this madness will be treated. All this madness will be put to rest. We will know who is right and who is wrong. You can insult Mazi Ikechukwu from here till tomorrow. It's okay. Go ahead. But like I said, when Mazi Nnamdi comes out, we will know. It's as simple as that. All right. Before I leave, before I go, I think we need to play one more song. And then, of course, after the song, we will call it a night.
Sansaneno, mando. Anyị tabu wasilili welala. Naroka imanime wedeligala. Naroka imanime wedeligala. Ibi mwasolidi wabalaye, walisaki kainaya. Alusana kule bakolaye. Oga mabalaye, tukuna damando. Anyị tabu wasilili welala.
All right, welcome back. And of course, it is Biafra Radio, and we have come to the end of this program. And I want to thank you, of course, for making our time this evening to join us and, of course, to listen to the word of truth. Of course, we have brought to you this evening news headlines and news reviews because we believe it is very important and, of course, paramount for you to be in the know of what is happening around you. And, of course, tomorrow, Mazi George Ume, he will be coming up, of course, to bring you the word of truth here on Biafra Radio. This is what we have signed to do, and we have dedicated ourselves for this just and noble cause. And we will continue. And of course, my brother Tarinami, of course, I don't know, maybe next tomorrow or so, or tomorrow even, he might also be coming on air. and we will continue to preach this gospel according to the restoration effort of Biafra. We will not stop. We will not capitulate. We will not surrender until Biafra is restored in its entirety. And what we are saying this evening is very simple. Our message is very direct. Our message is precise. Don't use the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB for criminality. If you want to do anything, do it on your name. Leave the names of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. And of course, we are praying for our leader because we know that very soon he will rejoin us. And on this note, I want to say, may Elohim continue to bless Biafrans wherever they are. May Elohim continue to bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and give him the freedom that he so much desire and he so much deserve. And of course, in all things, may God bless Biafra. From me and from here, it is goodbye and remain blessed.
Biafra.